And McLaurin, the motion man right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Now Howell.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on third. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Throwing here, Howell.
Going up top for Kupp. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball, getting good things done.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Howell. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Howell running right on the option.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
Down the left sideline. He may go.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well. His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Al down to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Talk about this Seahawks defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the rookie, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Powell's throw here, hauled in by Kupp. On the move past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Powell throwing on first down here. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Washington. Cooper Kupp, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. In motion right is the running back. Powell throwing for it. It's complete. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in. But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Dobbs is throwing. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they get this well upfield across the 45. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's go now.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Dobbs. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because
the defense, they get to hell. He'll go down here. Draymond Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Straight ahead, Gibson. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Fighting his way through contact. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score. Commanders 22, Seahawks 8.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second and 10. On play action, it's Dobbs. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Outright to Smith-Njigba. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ready?
2nd down and 6 now.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Ready?
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett with career touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a nice run, a nice game there as they head towards a 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Howell. Able to connect with Dodson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice turnover. And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flushed out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Dobbs, and this throw finds Smith-Njigba. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Ready.
Throwing here, Dobbs. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Myers' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Get it.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. A give up the middle to Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Powering his way forward. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Howell checks this one down to Robinson. Touchdown! Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Sly on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score. Commanders 29. Seahawks 18.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
He may go back to the home and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. Now here's a throw that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Sheds off the tackle. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's got this down to the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Dobbs to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Dobbs. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 35 yards. And the Seahawks are back within a score. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now they go play action with Howell.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Washington first down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Escaping the pressure right. And Walker has it. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Come on, come on.
2nd down and 3.
Let's go.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here's Dobbs to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Dobbs.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Back to throw Dobbs. Buying time to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Crowder now to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Antonio Gibson, touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 65 yards. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Commanders 36, Seahawks 24.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Dobbs is throwing. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 61 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Dobbs. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run the option. And he's across the chalk in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Joshua Dobbs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. Option left. Howell's going to run with it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
A gain of 14. First down, Commanders.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Commanders first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And his throw is incomplete.
Got an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Throwing here. Howell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready.
Now Dobbs.
Eluding the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. Dobbs. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Dobbs. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that.